We're gonna go live really quick. Giselle's in the car for the first time. Giselle's never been in the car while I go live. So, Giselle, say what's up.
What's up?
Yeah. We're gonna talk about Khamzat Chimaev and the big reward he got for missing weight by 8.5 pounds, which seems extraordinarily bizarre to me. That I mean, I'll get into it. Let everybody. We'll do it exclusively. Get an exclusive, dude, with Caesar. Giselle, you know it's because of you that Caesar's our boy, dude.
Yeah. But did you know that Lucy and Lola are on his Instagram?
Lucy and Lola on his Instagram?
Yeah, but like way down.
Yeah, well, of course. They're I would imagine that they are star pupils at this point. Dude, okay, so here's the point of the title, right? Is this. So I heard today that Khamzat jumped up to number 3 in the rankings. Although, you know what? Was he ranked 3 before that? You know what I just realized? He might have been ranked number 3 before that. Because he's behind. Either way, I don't know, dude. You know what? As a matter of fact, I just realized I didn't look to see if he was 3 before, because I guess he could have jumped to number 3 before Gilbert Burns. So, you know what? The context of this video might not make any sense whatsoever. So let's talk about something else. Because what I was going to say is I thought he jumped to number 3 after, and I was going to say, I was like, he didn't even have a welterweight fight. You know? Like, he didn't even have a welterweight fight. Like, he didn't even have a welterweight fight. But nonetheless, I mean, I don't know, dude. I guess because he was going to fight Nate Diaz and it had no implications on actual rankings anyway. I mean, look, like, this is a relatively straightforward fact, actually. Is if you're either Leon Edwards or Khamzat Chimaev and you pull the Nate Diaz fight, that's not because that has any implications on the title whatsoever. Like, you don't do a Nate Diaz fight at this stage of the career because you want to get like a higher ranking. You do that fight because the UFC has high confidence in your talent and they're trying to get either eyeballs on you. So if you win, then you get eyeballs, right? Now you take some of his shine. And if you lose, Nate catapults to the top of the rankings and you could do a super fight, you know? So it's a win-win situation for both those fights. Now, Leon, like, literally, that's the thing, like, until Leon knocked out Kamaru, he was literally like the most unlucky dude ever, because honestly, if someone would have tried to think of a way where the Leon Edwards fight could have shaken out bad for the UFC, or not bad, but just where it didn't, where one of the two options did not happen. Because if Nate wins, boom, Nate's right there. You could potentially even do a title shot. And if Leon wins, boom, Leon gets a bunch of hype. The only way you miss out on that is if the way Leon wins is he beats him down, like, you know, systematically over a bunch of 5 rounds, but doesn't really hurt him, and then he gets stunned and almost knocked out at the end of the 5th round. It's literally the only way that he could have not gotten the shine off of beating Nate Diaz, which is hilarious, kind of. But it's hilarious now because Leon's now the champion. So, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, so like when they do Khamzat versus Diaz, the reason they like the matchup is because A, they get to devalue Diaz on his way into free agency. B, if Khamzat beats him, it really helps build his star because he's the next superstar. And, you know, and then, I mean, that's it. It just doesn't really have a whole lot of title implications because I don't think that they put a whole lot of, you know, oh, what if Nate wins? Because bottom line, last fight on his deal, they weren't giving him a fight that they thought he could win. Period. Like, they weren't giving him a fight they thought he could win. Well, I mean, now they did with Tony. I'm saying when they were originally setting it up, they weren't giving him a fight they thought he could win, which is why they were giving him Khamzat. And then whatever happened with the reshuffle, you know, like, whatever happened there, whether it was, you know, karma and the universe and God all collaborating together to make the right thing happen, or it was the UFC recognizing they faced a PR bomb the size of fucking Hiroshima if Nate got pulverized and really hurt, and they reshuffled the deck because of that. Either way, you know, he ends up fighting Tony Ferguson, Legends fight, Tony gets paid, and Nate gets a win on his way out. It was great, dude. It was great. But yeah, like, yeah, that was my point with the title. Like, the, you know, weight miss. It's like, dude, like, he fought at a different weight class. You know what I mean? He fought at a different weight class. He fought at a different weight, like, he fought at 180. I mean, it's not, like, not a different weight class, but like, you know, luckily, there was a big name contender from welterweight who just happened to be at 180 when he weighed in at 178.5. Just a miracle. But, you know, I'm done speculating about that. I think I pretty much put my thoughts out, and again, what the hell do I know? I mean, in all honesty, it's not like any, oh shit. Hey, super chats are going to be really hard for me right now because I can't really pay attention to the chat very well. Here's what happened. Khamzat is a fan. Nate paid him to miss weight. Nate doesn't get valued the way out. Boom. I'm going to say that's pretty unlikely. Pretty unlikely. But like, so, yeah, I mean, when I was thinking about this morning, I'm like, all right, so, because it's not like it's simple to pull off. Like, if it was a work, it's not like a simple thing to pull off. And like, if you're like, okay, well, what's the simplest answer? Like, the simplest answer would be that Khamzat just came in crazy fucking heavy, even as bizarre as that sounds. It's probably the simplest answer. Again, I'm just one of those guys where, like, if I see every single person involved benefit, or if I see a powerful entity involved in whatever's going on benefit dramatically from an incident, then I always start trying to back into a way where it could have been orchestrated. Doesn't mean it is orchestrated, but that's just the way my mind works, you know? I'm back on. Dude, there's something up with my, because I just got this thing in my car, like where I put the phone where I can go live. But it puts it, like, when I go to jiu-jitsu in the afternoon, which is when I like to do this, it puts it right in the sun. It just puts it like the sun just beats it, so the phone overheats. Which is unfortunate. But, Ahmad, thank you very much. I don't know if, I don't know if Dana's mad, but, you know, I will say this, if Dana knows my name, I mean, I don't know, you don't know if he actually watched it, or if someone told him, you know. There's this, so, it's actually so funny to think about, like, if someone told him, like, I'm trying to think of, like, how they would describe it. They're like, so there's, all right, look. His name's Jesse on Fire. He's kind of like, it's like if you took Chael Sonnen and then, you know, made a baby with Alex Jones. Like, he's always looking for conspiracies and everything, and he seems to think that we just orchestrated this whole thing. And it got a lot of views. But he's a lunatic. I would be like, yeah, that's pretty much accurate. He can't put me on aerial status because I don't have a press pass. Besides, me and Dana would get along, obviously. But yeah, that's the thing. People, like, someone said that on one of my videos earlier. They're all, dude, you don't need to kiss Dana's ass, bro. I was like in response to that, I'm like, you know what's funny? You could go back through the 950 videos that I've done on this channel, and you won't see me say a negative thing about Dana once. Not once. Not a single fucking time. Never. 1,000 videos, and I've never said one negative thing about him. And you want to know why? It's because I know eventually he's going to see one of my videos, and I don't want to stress out about which one it is, because his opinion is very important if you're in the combat sports world, and I respect him. Like, more than fucking any other business person in America, to be perfectly honest. But anyway, so yeah, but so with Khamzat and those guys, like, yeah, like I was saying, like the, you know, when I said like a weight miss, like that's not just like a weight miss. 8.5 pounds is I don't know, dude. I'm trying to like talk about this and not, you know, venture into I'm super suspicious land, but like, look, here's what I'll say. I put up videos saying that I was suspicious because and at first I couldn't figure out why. There's a reason why they got so many views, dude. Like there's a reason that they got so many views. Is because I think that everyone was incredibly suspicious, right? Like they were just like, what the fuck? Or at the very least, it was incredibly bizarre. Like it's just one of those super bizarre things. You're like, Khamzat Chimaev, like he's a superstar. Like he works harder than anybody. How could he have done something so unprofessional? It doesn't even make any sense, you know? Like that, honestly, it's like every part of my opinion should be taken as flattery from anybody involved, because I'm like, I don't know. Anyway, but so, man, I fucking hate holding this like this, dude. That's why this was great when I could hang it up here without the fucking sun beating it down. Anyway, it'll be interesting to see what's next, like, because with Khamzat, I mean, I guess, because, you know, I think that if he would have won, if he would have made weight, beat Nate, he probably would have gotten the next shot at Kamaru. But now they're doing the rematch. So I don't know. It's really interesting to think about, because like I'm trying to put myself in the position of the matchmakers and being like, all right, so who would I put him with next? Like I mean, there is a world where Leon fights him. Honestly, like there's a world where he gets the next shot at Leon. And that would be hingent on Kamaru not being able to turn around as fast as he wanted to, maybe. Like I think the smart money is on Kamaru fighting Edwards in the UK next. And then if you're just gonna table Khamzat until that fight happens and then he gets the next title shot, he's out for a long time, dude. Like he's out for a long time. So you figure you got to give him another fight, probably, which to me makes most sense for it to be Colby. But the thing about that is they might want to take the opportunity to have Colby fight against Leon Edwards for the title in the UK, because if you're trying to maximize value, it's basically like this. You might be able to sell out Wembley. Like they seriously said that they might do Wembley Stadium to do the Leon Edwards fight. And if they did that, it doesn't really matter who his opponent is. And so, if they did Colby, probably make the same amount of money as if they do Kamaru. And then in the event that Colby beats Leon, doing Colby versus Kamaru part 3 with Kamaru coming off of a loss and Colby is the champion, that's a really big fight. A fucking big ass fight. And if Leon beats Colby, then that solidifies him as the champion, like really solidifies him. If he beats Kamaru and Colby, and then they do the rematch with Kamaru, it's not, now that's a way bigger fight. That's a way, way, way bigger fight, because then it's like, now you're like, because it's all about interest. I think right now everyone is just assuming that, Kamaru's going to come back and he's going to stomp Leon out for 5 rounds, or maybe not. I mean, like, I don't think many people are going to give Leon a really, a really big shot at beating Kamaru this time, because Kamaru, it's like basically like, hey, just watch out for the head kick and you got it. I mean, I don't know. I just, like, to me, if you put Colby against Leon right now, that sets the division up best case scenario across the board. Because the thing is, like, Kamaru's been the champion for so long that it's hard to sell big fights with him as the champion. So, like, you got this Leon one, but, like, dude, if you mix in Colby, that's it just like you're not like doing anything to like usurp Kamaru. The next fight that he has is going to be a title shot. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's what I got. This is hurting my arm, so I gotta go. I love you guys. Peace.